Okay, we are underway for qualifying here. Round 7, the British Grand Prix. Wonder who's the first is going to be out on track. There is already a hive of activity, as everyone's loading their setups, most likely. Right. EXR Havoc first out on track in the AlphaTauri. Many coming out on track at the moment. Meow. If anyone is watching the stream, which at the moment no one is, welcome. You may be wondering, who is this new guy? Well, I'll have you know I race in Div 2. Did pretty bad the other night, came last. Oh, and we have our first viewer, welcome. Just 2 minutes into the session, no one started a lap yet. Let's get the lap up. There we go. So you can see where everyone is. The first person is coming round, just about to start their lap. And that person in question is in the Mercedes. No. Here we go. Riding on board with him, with Nando Sita. A slight lock up there. Hopefully it doesn't compromise him too much. Let's go. We want that. Going 127, going 27 flat in the first sector. Not the quickest, but you wonder how much that look up did compromise him. And he's backed out of it. Let's go with EXR T4 Toby. Taking the corners nicely. Oh, and going wide. Not taking the corners nicely, you could say. And letting Matty W06 go past him. We'll stick with him as he goes flat through cops, just like everyone will. Unless they have damage. Oh, that'd be close. Not sure if that lap will stay valid. That's what you gotta watch out for with this strict corner cutting. Even the slightest wheel off the track and you risk getting a penalty. And so far the fastest time is a 1 minute 24.9 from EXR Lewis. But will Matty W06 beat that time? No, he won't. He goes slowest of the three that have set a time so far. And he goes on his way. Probably back into the pits. And Shazza Cindery with a 124.2. 7/10 quicker than EXR Lewis. Setting a time for everyone to beat. That is not a barest of margins moment. That is actually the complete opposite of a barest of margins moment. Let's get the Twitch chat up, see if anyone's put anything in there. No, no one saying anything yet. I'm probably keeping an eye on me, making sure that I'm saying the right stuff. We'll go on board with Allergy Man 42. As he goes flying down is it the Hanger Straight? I can't remember, man. No. Wellington Strait's the first one, isn't it? Anyway, he comes across the line to set a 1 minute 26 flat, going slowest of everyone so far. He'll want to improve on that. As EXR Croydon, in an attempt to get P1, is 3/10 off the pace of Shazar Sindri. We're coming to the end of everyone's first runs, but Spenny F1 has not set a time yet, and is making his way through Stowe up to the final sequence, down to third, fourth, fifth, and that looks very quick. It's good enough for P2. Still no one getting very close to Shazar Sindri in the racing point. You could say that technically Shazar Sindri and Spenny F1 are in the same car. If you know, you know. EXR Havoc will go on board with him. He's gone P6, if you will remember. I do believe he did go off track last time. I'm not sure though if he's pitted since then. So this might be on a quite worn set of tyres. I can confirm that was the Hanger Straight. And this is the Wellington Straight. Let's go on board with the guys in P19 and 20 who have not set a time yet. Let's stick with Nando Sita. See how he goes in the middle sector. Taking Maggots and Beckett's pretty well as he mashes the throttle onto the Hanger Straight. And in that second sector he has gone purple. We'll continue with him. How much is he going to break through Stowe? Late apex. Down on the power again. The run to the final sequence. The club chicane. Back on the power. 123, 124, 124.7. P5. Decent lap. We'll go back to EXRT4 Toby, who's aborted the lap. Final person to not set a time that is still out on track. Phantom Wizard going through the middle sector. How has the middle sector been? It has been very well. It has gone very well. It's gone purple. As we continue. Seems to take that quite well. Didn't quite make the apex. Slam on the brakes. Left, right. Back on the power. Where is it this time going to put him? 125.2, and that puts him P13. Everyone going purple in the middle sector. What is going on? We have got some action in the chat. Let's see who's on their outlap. EXR Jukes is Shazar Sindri in P1 going out again. Feels he has got more pace. If I set that lap time, I would have just not bothered going out again. Then I'm pretty bad at the game. You know what? We will go with the Shazar Sindri, who is on provisional pole. See how he takes his first sector. This is where I would say I'm quickest. We'll cut to the other camera angle. Meow. He goes half a tenth quicker in the first sector. Through the slow, medium speed corner of Luffields or Brooklands. I'm not sure which one it is, but that does not matter. He comes down towards Cops. Of course, not lifting, little bit of curb. on the apex. Left, right, left, right. Back on the power. Down the straight. He is a 10th up on his PB. Could he go sub 1 minute 24? That would be something special, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that could compromise him. That look up there. He still improves though. Got 1:24.1. And that puts him 3/10 up on Spenny F1, who is on his fast lap now. We'll follow him now. Lily Shadows, I do love when the car goes for him. There are yellow flags all about the track, but what? Sector 1 is down on his P. Oh, you don't want that. Must be running low traction. And he's spun out. Who are we gonna go on board with now? Anyone on a fast lap? This seems sort of fast. It's the first sector, so it's difficult to do. I think this is a fast lap. Meow. That is F1 in a nutshell. EXR Havoc 2 milliseconds up on his personal best lap time. He'll probably want to look to improve a bit more from P9. Because that is the sort of position. Oh gosh, that is the sort of position where you don't have the free strategy choice, and you are vulnerable to the guys in P11, P12. You may be wondering, what is the point of watching without Blackcube 36133? Well, I don't know who that is, so I don't know. Can't answer that one. No, he's your favourite. Is he a racer, or is he normally the commentator? I apologise for us anyway. As EXR Havoc crosses the line, goes 3/10 faster and up into P4. That is a major improvement of, I can't remember how much now. Slightly faster than EXR Croydon, who's coming into the pit lane. Where EXR T4 Toby is going a lot slower on this lap, I think, 2.4 seconds down, but we'll continue with him. Oh, I've missed it, but AMS Lincoln out of nowhere takes provisional pole and is now not on the track. He looks to have given up. I mean, I would definitely if I set that lap time. That is remarkable. Still, with these high stands. Oh, he's been disqualified. So was Shazar Sindri. They've really wasted a great opportunity there. Who can we go on board with? EXR Havoc is very much slower than his personal best lap time. Allergy Man 42 dives into the pit lane. We are getting ready now, folks, for the final run. And first out on track for that final run is TTFS Electro in the Williams. A little bit higher the Williams in this than in real life, but he is overperforming in the car. But of course this is not real life. This is the F1 game, where the cars are equal. He's going slow, trying to get some heat into the tyres. Very sensible. Let's get some different camera shots. That I can confirm, he is not taking cops flat this time. Sindri Siren 445, who did set the fastest lap time earlier, says he could get a 1:23.5, but he wants to start from the back. This field's too easy for him. I think he needs to he needs to find... never mind. This is a very quick league, not gonna lie. Ghosty Worm is saying he's not as good as Lacked Cube. I don't know who that is, but again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, but from your words, he is a top racer. As we go on board, the TTFS Electro is finally starting his flying lap. His third and final one, I think. Most likely. Almost running into some traffic here. We need to negotiate that. Hopefully they will just get out of the way. Allergy Man 42, keeping the 2 meter distance. No one as good as Lacked Cube. I'll take your word for it. Through the long right-hander. Again, I can't remember if it's Brooklands or Luffields. But that's not important. On the run, down the old pit straight. The flat right-hander through Cops. Took that quite well, but you don't want to get too much curb on the exit. I don't think. Oh, that seems quick. I'm no expert, but that does seem very quick indeed. So quick that he goes purple through the middle sector, 2/10 up on his personal best. 2/10 quicker would put him in the top 8. But no one else has set any times yet. Oh! He won't be happy there. It's going so well, but EXR Havoc is causing havoc, as the name suggests. He comes across the line to not improve. Who should we go on board with now? Let's go with Ben Matthews. 7:17. 9 milliseconds up on his personal best. It'd be good for qualifying if when you're spectating you can just have the angle where they're just sat on the start-finish line. Unfortunately, this game's not that developed. It's a very good game. This also seems quick. That's the challenging bit, the second half of the Maggots and Beckett's combination. But I'm waffling, and he did go purple momentarily through sector 2, but I don't think that purple time has stood. It's very close between P1 and P2. Just 13 milliseconds separate them. He looks to be improving here. Could go on provisional pole, but EXR T4 Toby has snatched it from him, and Ben Matthews has not improved enough. We'll go on board with Spenny F1, who is in the second half of his lap. Through the first sector, he did improve by 2 milliseconds, but EXR Croydon snatches pole from his teammate. That would be a dream start for the Ferrari boys. We'll stay with Spenny F1. Oh, yeah, we'll end with that. Well, actually, no, we'll carry on, because... However, it would have compromised his exit a lot, which is a very important exit for this straight. Almost colliding with him, and he's given up on life. Don't blame you with this lockdown. This doesn't seem like a quick lap time, and it's not. Neither is this. EXR Lewis backs out as well. It seems to be everyone has just given up. But IRL Asian has as well. Everyone has just finished. And that concludes qualifying, which means Ben Croydon takes P1 ahead of TTFS Electro and EXR T4 Toby. There are your top 3. Spenny F1. First 2 rows on the grid, that's where you want to be. The place that you don't want to be though is in the mid-pack. That's always a dangerous place to be. Harry M 2004 saying, "Go on, Ben lad." Of course, he has been in the Dan Jad's Formula 1 Championship, of which I've also been a part of. But that has concluded now, and season 2 will start on the 25th of March. It's a little time to wait for that. Of course, tomorrow there is the insane epic battle between EXR and the Dan Jad's Formula 1 team. Who could come out on top of that? I have no idea. We'll have a look at the incidents. There have been many for exceeding track limits. Nothing really. No, no grid penalties, which is always handy. But how many people are separated? The whole field is separated by a second. That just shows the level of competitiveness in this field. But EXR Croydon taking pole position. Can he turn that into a win? We'll find out after the break. This is not the race yet. That was just qualifying. The race is beginning momentarily. Mm, 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 mm. 11 people watching now. That's new record for this stream. Good luck to everyone. Hopefully everyone comes out in one piece. That's all we can hope for, really. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Oh, Lact Cube is in the lobby now. Thanks, Harry, for the support. This is my first time commentating. And after this, I'll probably get the sack, so it'll be my last. I don't know why I'm doing this weird commentary voice, but you know. Yes, Lact Cube has joined in time for the race. As this will start momentarily as it's lights out and away we go. I don't know where my sound has gone, but EXR TTFS Electro in P2. Let's stick with... Oh, I've just realised it's not lights out and away we go. It is the formation lap. I've done a major... I'm definitely getting sacked now. You see their predicted strategies from the AWS. This will probably be a one-stop race. Either from the softs to the mediums, or the softs to the hards. Let's have a look at the not the telemetry. We want to have a look at the no. Which one is it? It is the tyres. What tyres are everyone on? So the top 10 all starting on the softs, as well as Allergy Man and Humes in P15 and 16. Everyone else in the bottom 10 starting on the mediums, which seems to be the favourable strategy. Soft to the mediums, I just remembered. So, tyre wear isn't a major factor here, with them running the C, whatever they run here. Don't they use the hardest compound? Everyone just getting heat into their tyres. That is of paramount importance, some may say. As Hector Legg found out the other night in the Tier 3 race. He was complaining about getting taken out at the start. But that was Tier 3. This is a far superior league. Tier 1. As they come towards the end of the formation lap. As my Xbox tells me that I've been online for 2 hours and I need to remember to take a break. You'll have to see it. EXR Croydon coming back to the to his position in P1. He might be waiting a little while as the field does seem widely spread. He doesn't want to be waiting too long, nor do any of the front runners, as their tyres could lose a lot of temperature. That's very important when you're going into turn 1. So make sure you don't take anyone out. Shazar Sindri, who looked as though he was going to take pole position, decided he wanted a challenge. But anyway, we'll move on from that and get ready for the start of the race. Find a few cars lining up. Here we go. Not long to wait now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And it's lights out. And away we go. EXR Croydon gets a shocker of a start. Down to P3 already. AMS Lincoln up into P1. Followed by Shazar Sindri. I thought they were at the bottom, but I don't know what's happened. No. What? It's showing them in P1 and 2. I don't know. But EXR Croydon is actually in the lead, I do believe. As there seems to be major disconnection issues. That may be my fault. Again, I've messed up this commentary, but we move on. I'm not exactly sure what's happened. But all we know is EXR Croydon is in the lead of the race. It seems to be a battle between Allergy Man 42 and Phantom Wizard. This pack does seem very condensed as they run down towards a corner where it's so easy to take someone out. But everyone seems to have gone quite cleanly. Right on board with the EXR Havoc. How many moves are going to be made down this straight? I don't think very many, because everyone's slipstreaming everyone. Thanks for the support in the chat. I'm not doing very well at all. Right. As we get told the predicted strategies yet again, almost in contact there. I'll go back up to the sharp end of the field again. There seems to be a bit of a battle here. AMS JCar going for the move on Shazar Sindri, maybe. Doesn't look like he's ghosted, but that might just be my Wi-Fi. I am the best commentator going, there is no doubt about that. 15 people now listening to this. They probably got it on no volume. Major things seem to be happening with the leaderboard. It's saying Yoms is leading, but he's in the pits. I don't know what's happening. But our actual leader is still EXR Croydon, aka Ben Croydon, as some of you may know him as. I am better than Crofty. There's just pure facts being spoken in the comments. Matty W06 seems to be very close to EXR T4 Toby. I don't know what race the leaderboard is watching, but it's a different one to what I'm watching. There is a bit of a battle going on ahead of him. Let's see, is he going for a dive into the heavy braking zone? No, he's not. For those of you that are very obsessed with this race, we'll go on board with everyone you want to see in the McLaren Electric Key 36133. He's just behind Allergy Man 42. Not close enough to make a move. We'll keep an eye out on this lad's races. People seem to be. He seems to be a fan favourite. That's the one we're looking for. Very close battles going throughout the midfield. That is what we expect with these races. Is for some reason that I'm not sure. Sure of right now. Let's move ahead up the field. Everyone seems to be evenly spaced out. No one able to make a move. It is a very cagey affair here. This is probably the closest battle out on track. Of course, DRS has been enabled now. Can he get close enough to Ben Matthews 171? 717, sorry. No, he cannot. See, I'm showing traits of Crofty as well, constantly making mistakes. As the first penalties of the afternoon have been handed out to EXR Dukes and Allergy Man 42. I reckon that is for corner cutting. We can confirm that with the race director that it is indeed for multiple warnings and more multiple warnings. That could prove vital, with the race seeming very, very close at the moment. Ben Croydon building a fairly decent sized gap out in front. He's checked out already. That's a familiar sight in the Dan Jones F1 Championship as well, a lot of the time. However, there are reverse grids in there, which makes it very, very interesting. We'll see what battles are happening in the next couple of laps. We'll put the gap as interval. That's better. Wow, this I should have done this earlier. AMS Lincoln close up EXR Dukes' bottom pretty much. That sounded very interesting. It looks like he's got the run on him down the back straight. EXR Dukes seem to have a pretty bad exit, and due to that, AMS Lincoln moves up to P12. EXR Apex also looks to have made a move like Cube 36133 as he lost the back end a bit after that. That will disappoint the thousands of you watching. There seems to be a three-way battle for the P7 here. Let's stick with them, as this could be a very tasty one indeed. We don't want this camera angle though. Oh, he's gone down the inside. Shazar Sindri on Nando Sita. He's got the inside. There's a bit of contact. We'll move from that angle because that's an appalling one. He tucks in behind him. Goes to the inside. Can he make the move stick? No, he cannot, as they collide once again. That battling like that is very entertaining, however it can lose you a lot of time, as Nando Sita looks to have lost a bit of time there. Oh, is he going to go for a move through cops? No, that would just be silly. Thought better of it. That's the smart thing to do. AMS Lincoln though, gaining back on EXR Havoc. Let's get rid of this spectator menu because we don't want to see that. There we go. Come on, let's see what happens. The McLaren goes to the left, looks to have got the better of him in the straight line. It's an out-and-out drag race now, but he's made the move stick. But he's gonna stay with him, EXR Havoc, down to the heavy braking zone. You got to be careful here when you're in the lead here. But he's a bit too far back to make that move. The entire field is still very close, apart from Ben Croydon, who's maintained a steady gap out in front. The comments seem to have slowed down a bit, which makes life a bit easier, especially with all this happenings. Galactic Cube 36133 has now received a penalty, probably for corner cutting. But what's happened there? Nando Sita has lost it, which will cost him any chances of getting points in this race, most likely. It'll take a miracle from here. But let me know, what do you think? What do you think will happen? Seems to be some support for Ben Croydon in the crowd, aka the chat. What battles can we keep an eye out on? This seems like a tasty one brewing, like a nice cup of tea. It doesn't seem close enough, and they'll get DRS. But we'll see. He's gaining. He is certainly gaining. But he's not gained enough. Simply not gained enough. Still a couple of laps away from the pit stop windows. But there seems to be a battle for second place. TTFS Electro, who has been falling behind, it's fair to say, on EXR Croydon. He's got Ben Matthews 717 for company here. Could it be a Ben 1-2? We'll find out, as the fastest lap was set by someone that I can't remember now. The stream's little box thing's in the way, which is a bit annoying. I'll sort that out when there's a dead patch. XR Lewis, get close to T4 Toby. This gap between P2 and P5 is a very small one indeed. And the one man who will be the most excited about all this battling going on is Ben Croydon, who can extend his lead further and possibly make his possibilities for a championship battle more likely. Let's have a look. Oh, he's gone round the outside, EXR Lewis, but they're side by side through Stowe. But EXR Lewis seems to have the inside line into the heavy braking zone and makes the move stick. Very good battle between the two, kept it clean. EXR Apex is overtaken by Allergy Man 42. He's cleared him and we want to bridge that gap to EXR Dukes. We'll go back. Oh, we'll see what's happened to Matty W06. Must have it a little. He's losing many positions. Multiple indeed. What is going on with the lad? The EXR T4 Toby. It's sticking with EXR Lewis. This is a lot of EXRs I'm saying. They're all sticking together. Maybe they're just trying to pull each other along with the DRS. But it's not working if they want to bridge the 4-second gap between them and the leader. But here we go again. Through the left, through the right, left and right again. Now then, Ben Matthews 717 is gaining. He's gone to the inside. That is brave. But he's made the move stick. The reason why I say that is brave is because you are vulnerable again to being overtaken in this left-hander. TTFS Electro trying to go around the outside. He's stuck with him, and there's contact, and he's spun and he's gone. Oh, that one will be sent to the stewards. That's a big moment in the race. Ben Matthews 1-7 gets up to P1, P2 though. Oh, he's going late on the brakes. Oh, he's made that stick, hasn't he? Not quite. He's stuck with him. Oh, he's thought better of it though. T4 Toby. That is the smart thing to do. It's all about the race time with these races, I'd say. As AMS Lincoln pulls out and gets past. These two, P1 and 2, are in quali going well. I can see why they pulled out of quali. Oh, this could be interesting. Side through cops, but he's made the move stick. EXR Lewis backs out of that a bit, and now he's also vulnerable to the attack from the McLaren. But he's pushed him wide. Was that a smart thing to do? We'll soon find out. As the flaps are open for the DRS, AMS Lincoln gets a brilliant exit. And he pulls out. Can he make this move stick? He's not quite close enough. Oh, but he gets a good exit here. Oh, this could be a good move. Trying to go around the outside, but he's shown to the grass. Good defending. He's pushing the boundaries a bit, but not too much. It's just good defending at the end of the day. Ben Croydon, covering off the undercut, goes into the pits. He's made the first move. Here goes Shazza Sindri into the lead of the British Grand Prix. He started at the back, but he's now in the lead after 10 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Ben Croydon has just pitted, so he will be behind a bit. Oh, there's battling all over the place. EXR Lewis and Sindri going at it. This is the view from Ben Matthews. Shazza Sindri has been back with Lewis a bit, which is putting down to P6. It was all looking so good for the young man or woman, I don't know. But that is a shame because they were going very well. They go P1 and 3. They've despite their battling, they have pulled out a bigger gap from AMS J Car in P4. Here we go, down the straight again. This is very good racing. Will it continue? Nothing of note happening so far on that lap. Here we go. Again, nothing. Who's gone into the pits? It is EXR Lewis. We'll see what their stop is like, shall we? The Red Bull crew are often pretty good. As TTFS Lewis, a couple of people get penalties. Maybe they're just coming through. That could be disastrous for their chances of high point scoring positions in this race. It is pit stop time, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Croydon goes past EXR Lewis. He's in. He's got the gap here. You can tell who's pitted and who hasn't now. Except Ben Croydon hasn't pitted, but I'm pretty sure he has, because he started on softs and he's now on mediums. We'll go back to the leaders, who a bit more spaced out now, so we won't go back to the leaders. Actually, no, we'll go with the battle for first at the moment. I reckon one of these people will pit. Probably Ben Matthews, considering AMS Lincoln is on the softs. Oh, here we go. On the mediums, which will have a lot more life on them than these old softs, and he just lets him pass. I reckon Ben Matthews 717 is going to dive it in this lap, and I have guessed correctly. There's a bit of a lull at the moment. Who should we go on board with? Let's go on board with the our provisional race leader, Ben Croydon, for a little bit. Give everyone a chance to catch their breath. It's been a very eventful race so far. All less people watching now. Maybe they got fed up on my commentary. The closest battle out on track at the moment is between EXR Havoc and WO6, but I reckon that will change once everyone's made their pit stops. It's a very important phase of this race, being more spread out. Who's that just exiting the pits? That is Ben Matthews 717. Just come out behind Matty WO6. They have both pitted. You can tell Ben Matthews has been compromised by the battling that has been going on. So then, he'll probably want to clear Matt quite quickly, as the stream is going all over the place, so I can't see the chat. Let's try and reload it. EXR Havoc, catching up to Ben Matthews. Could this be an AlphaTauri side by side action? Oh, he's gonna be boring and wait for the straight. That's not what the fans want to see, but it's more smart. However, he doesn't get the best of exits for launching an attack, and is miles behind, so he can't launch that said attack. Many people now getting penalties. This could be an interesting factor in this race. Crucially, the leader Ben Croydon does not have any penalties, which does put him in a good position. Oh, hello, there's still a little battle here going on between the two, but not really now. Who do you want to see? Should we go on board with the fan favourite, who's in the middle of nowhere, and I think has given up? Shame. Yeah, I think he has given up, you know. We'll go on board with the leader, AMS Lincoln. These medium runners are probably going to pit in about 3 or 4 laps time. Yeah, that's right, yeah, 3 or 4 laps time. EXR Havoc gaining a bit on Ben Matthews again. We saw this last time. He needs a better exit if he wants to get past. This is the crucial bit. Seems to be alright. As Ben Matthews puts a wheel in the gravel, could that be detrimental? No, it's not. He's too far back yet again. There's a big difference in sound between the on-boards and the not on-boards. A bit random, but this is the closest people on track at the moment. No one in the pits yet with the medium runners. As Vivid Bunny sets the fastest lap in P12. Of course, you do get the extra point if you get the fastest lap. If you finish in the top 10 at the end of the race, he'll want to do that. The medium runners at the front will probably most likely set the fastest laps when they pit for the softs. Ben Matthews here has quietly gained on Matty W06, and I think he might launch an attack soon. Probably down the back straight, which is where the majority of the overtakes have been taking place. Seems to be going well. Oh, that's some time. Gaining time mid-corner isn't as good as getting the exit that you need for the overtake. And again, he is a bit far back, because you can't really launch a dive through Stowe, can you? But if you get a good run here as well, which he did not get, you can go for an overtake down through the club chicane. Oh, who's pitted? It's AMS Jake and EXR Jutes. They are the first of the medium runners to pit, and they've got a fair distance back. They're not in the battle for the lead though. These two are AMS Lincoln and EXR Apex. We'll go on board with AMS Lincoln this time around, as I reckon he will be pitting in the next lap or so. Actually no, we'll go back to the battle between Matt and Ben. I'm guessing it's Ben Matthews 717. It could be some, but you have to let me know. He's just struggling with the exits on the straights, which is making his chances of launching an attack very difficult. And soon he will have pressure from behind, with ones that started on the mediums and now started pitting onto the softs. As AMS Lincoln dives it into the pits, this crucial moment, ladies and gentlemen. How much of a lead does EXR Corridon have? It seems to be a fairly big one, as he's just gone past him now. I need to make those softs work for him. Oh no, he's not gone past yet. My mistake. No, that's the other Ferrari. He's on the mediums. Ben Croydon goes past now into P1 or P2, as it is a Ferrari 1-2. However, EXR Apex has not made a stop. AMS Lincoln does come out behind many people, in fact. The battle for the lead's very uninteresting, as AMS JK goes for an overtake on AMS Lincoln. Maybe they are in the same team or something, I'm not entirely sure. But the lap extra rubber made him a lot quicker. But however, AMS Lincoln did get ahead, but it doesn't look like he's going to stay ahead for long. I may be wrong, as things are hottening up yet again in this midfield between P5 and P9. It's all file. It's like Formula E. Oh, we can't use that. We can't say that. It's not that single file. I think AMS Lincoln's got the best exit here. King to overtake EXR Havoc, and I think 1-7. Oh, he's on a roll, this lad, on the fresh softs, proving he's now got a small gap to Matty W06 as Apex into P10. Not quite out of the points though, as there is a fair gap. He is out of the points now. 1.5 second lead over Spenny F1. There's your update for the leaders, but that's not one. They continue. Only 5 people without them now, including Nando Seater. Let's see, I reckon he's... I know. Oh, here we go. This... Could there be some... could they be on the phone to the junior team? This lap will happen round about now. No, he's not. He thinks better of it. But up ahead, there is some serious battling. I believe it is here between Lincoln. Moves up into P4 and is looking to launch a charge for the victory. He still looks as though he's most likely to get at least P2 in this race. Is the two not really sure what. EXR Lewis goes to the left, trying to break the slipstream. I'm not sure if that is always the best. Out wide a bit. But AMS J-Car gets the overtake on Ben Matthews 717. Again, the fresher tyre valuable. We're just going to check, see who's got fastest lap at the moment. What do we go on? Never mind. There's AMS Link gaining again on EXR. Looking, it looks very likely. It looks so likely. It's for him. As this battle here seems to be over. But all eyes, he's moving his way up the field, and could provide us folks with an exciting round for that. As Jones give AMS Lincoln some handy dress, I'm sure he'll be very grateful for it. Spenny F1. Seem to be them down the Wellington Straight. However, he's too far back, so we won't follow him. Who else is on the fresh softs? AMS J-Car. Which is a very important factor. You know, we'll have a little look. Well, be bothered. We'll just wait and see if he gets a penalty. On EXR Lewis, and he doesn't have any penalties, so he too is the shat podium. But we'll soon see. This race with, I don't know what am I gonna, but that's as AMS Lincoln is eyeing up a move for P2 on Spenny F1. It's past him with the assist of DRS. Here we go. He pulls out alongside, and I think he has made the move stick. In fact, he has. Like this, I think he's too far back, and he doesn't want to risk getting damage at this late stage of the race. As AMS Lincoln sets the fastest lap of the race, currently gaining 19 points. Away from him by AMS J-Car, but I'm not entirely sure. Can we have a look with trying to get past Matt? It's not quite easy for. We can have a look at the penalties. AMS J-Car with 6 seconds of penalties. That's going to cost him a podium, I reckon. Never mind. That is redundant. On the inside, thinks got a massive DRS straight coming up. Do that again. Who should we go on board with? Let's go on board with AMS J-Car. He's gaining a lot. I repeat, he is gaining a lot with the use of DRS, but not enough. If he can get a good exit, which he does not, he could get a move done, but does not get a good exit. Almost everyone now with penalties, including EXR Dukes, who has given up, I think. Yes. Currently only 2 people still racing with no penalties. We'll have a look again at the penalties, because that is important. So AMS Lincoln with 3 seconds of penalties. That's not going to cost him a position at the moment. As the win seems set in stone for Ben Croydon. But AMS JCar going for a move on Matty W06. He's trying to make it stick as they go side by side through the long right-hander, and he's made it stick very well indeed without the use of glue. So I don't know. Right. However, Matty W06 won't give up without a fight here. He's likely to get this P5 anyway, as AMS JCar has got 6 seconds of penalty. As EXRT for Toby sets a 1:26.3 in 14th place, taking fastest lap off whoever it was before. AMS JCar going defensive, but that's not going to do as Matty W6 tries to go round the outside, but doesn't quite make it stick. He's still there though. He's got the inside, and he's got it, ladies and gentlemen, back up to P5. But AMS JCar won't give up yet again. Ben Matthews, or BM Matthews, getting involved in this scrap, because he has got a chance of clearing Matty W6. However, he will want to overtake him this lap. He's only got 3 seconds of penalties. However, he's not close enough, and he has not got DRS. But AMS JCar does have DRS and gets ahead of Matty W6 yet again. He tries to push him along a bit, does Matty W.